they should see a doctor immediately when this happens. Well, unfortunately, we got none of these classes available here, so we can't do anything about it. Which is a problem because now Havana went up to level 2 and it also infected Mexico City. Oh boy, I'm not happy about that. Not at all. What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to Quarantine. I'm your host, the Birdman, known as Falcon. We're checking out the Prion scenario in hard mode here today. This will be the last one that we're doing. We've already done the bacteria, we've done the virus last time around, and here is Prion. So when we wrap this one up, we basically have to hang out for a while and hope for some more content to be added because that's all the scenarios available at the moment. Now, luckily for us, this is what I was actually hoping for, in that we actually drew the disease center different places, because the first two times it was basically over here in the Europe type of area, upper portion of Africa, or South America as I like to apparently call it. But now we have some in the, I guess, middle and southern part of Africa, and we also have something over here in South America. So, ideally speaking, there's a chance that it'll jump over to the States as well. So for once, Europe seems to be relatively safe. And Australia as well. So you guys have saved this time around. It's about time the game took it easy on you guys. So let's start off over here. Let's go to tech. And since we already have the advanced treatment, you know what? I'm actually happy that we went to medic because the Prion is supposed to actually raise the disease in an infected city a lot faster. So I think something like this, and maybe even the public health awareness, could be very, very useful for us early on. I would love the body armor early on so we'd have to rest our people after every single damage they take. But, I'm worried about the infection spreading really fast, or at least infecting a city more and more levels. So let's go with public health awareness for this one. And we don't have enough samples for a cure just yet, so this is how we have to roll with now. So at the moment we have our boy Hans Schroeder, not Michael Claiborne. This is literally Hans. Last time we had that issue here. And we have one turn. We don't got enough money for anything, so I think what we start off with over here is, honestly speaking, I would love to drop a quarantine right now. And since the Prion is going to infect within the city a lot faster, maybe if we stop the car. I mean, I could quarantine down here and not worry about South America for a while, but then the car is going to, well, infect South America again and maybe even Cuba over here in Havana. We have Kinshasa down here as well. Alright, let's start off by doing advanced treatment. God, I hope this is the right call. How much would it cost me to establish an office? I could just do an office right now for some more money. That would bring me up to 20,000 for tomorrow. So I would have 30,000, which would be enough to hire... No, it wouldn't be enough to hire somebody, because it's going to cost me how much? 20,000 for an office. No, I'd have to wait another turn to hire somebody. But 2 people on the field early could be very useful. So, you know what? Let's establish an office now.
That was close.
Alright, I hope this is the right move. Oh, you took damage already? Oh, this is a terrible start, because now this bad boy over here has to definitely go ahead and heal up next turn. Alright, so let's just end our turn here for now. Oh, of course, Havana got infected as I thought it would. Kinshasa went up to level 2 and Santiago went to level 2. That's the Prion thing. They love to continuously level up the infection in any other infected city already. Boy oh boy. Like, homeboy, he's got to rest, but you know what? Let's give this a try. This is going to be really risky because if he dies, it's game over. Oh, he got it! Oh my god. What a baller. Okay, let's go ahead and end our turn here. Now we have enough money for another medic, thankfully. Oh no, stop spreading back to Europe. Leave Europe alone, game! Oh, Santiago is going to be a problem too. Alright, let's go over to the team. We need to hire somebody. I'm going to pick up Monica Matson over here. And Monica, I'm going to send you right into the mouth of the wolves here. You have to take care of this for me. You have to do it. She took damage. I'm not surprised. That was a high-risk damage right there, but, you know, Santiago was a level 3, which is no good. Okay, Michael. Yo, dog, you gotta rest, man. You gotta rest, but the car and Marrakesh and Havana over here just in the process of making stuff even more difficult for me. I don't have enough money for a quarantine down here either. So... Alright, dude. You gotta get some rest before I send you out there again. I already risked it once, I can't do it twice, right? Heal the operative.
No problem.
Okay, let's end our turn here. Oh boy. Alright, so Brasilia, the car's at level 2, and Kinshassa's back over here again. Oh, we have an event. Oh god, I'm not ready for events right now. Especially because we can't do anything about it. Havana is going to go into some really terrible problems here. Havana, whatever. Overwhelming fatigue is the first symptom of the disease that infected people experience, and they tend to chalk it up to benign causes. They should see a doctor immediately when this happens. Well, unfortunately, we got none of these classes available here, so we can't do anything about it. Which is a problem because now Havana went up to level 2, and it also infected Mexico City. Oh boy, I'm not happy about that. Not at all. Alrighty, so here's the thing, dude. You have to go over to Havana now, I think, maybe. Or maybe even Mexico City, because this could spread over to the States now. This is becoming a problem. We have 30,000, which is enough to hire somebody else. Do we want to quarantine? We could quarantine Mexico City now. Make sure it doesn't jump over to the States. Or we could just quarantine Marrakesh and make sure it doesn't jump over to Europe. Although cachaça might also cause an infection down here, too. Okay, so we have options here. Quarantines do we want, or do we want another person on the field? The diplomat will help me build for cheaper as well. I'm not worried about the scientist right now. It's between the operative, the security person, and the diplomat who I'm looking for. Alright, it's gonna be risky. Let's go for the diplomat. I'm gonna pick up Juan Cortez this time around. And ain't got enough money for a building until next turn, more than likely. But we have to take care of some issues here. So we're gonna go with Michael, or actually Hans, over in... Oh, I don't know which one to go to. I don't want these guys to go to level 3. I don't want them to go to level 3. Okay, let's go over to Marrakesh first. I'm gonna do this with the diplomat. Diplomat, you, advanced treatment over here. I know this isn't your calling card, but thank you so much. Okay, now. Hans. Hans. Havana worries me a lot, man. Let's do Havana right now. No damage, yeah! Very cool. So now we're down to infection level 6, which is still really high, and the thing is that Monica needs to rest, but Mexico City could spread over to the US now. Which would be really terrible, because then we have another continent already with the disease, which is no good. Alright, you know what, Monica? Come on, baby girl, work for me here. Oh, she got it through without dying. Oh, thank God. Okay. That was some, you know, a little bit of RNG luck there, I had to say. Let's end our turn. All things considering, I think we're doing alright thus far. Early on, it's, you know, the game is hard early. Late game, once you got your people set up, it's not so difficult, but early on, it's kind of like, man, it's a really struggle. Especially because now we want to infect Australia, and again, heading up to the Europe area. Alright, 20,000. Quarantine time, maybe? Man, it just might be time for quarantines, I would say. Well, this tech is done, so we now have the -1 intensify actions per turn. Disinfect could be very useful, man. Very, very useful. We have improved first aid. I don't care about that until we get the body armor, I guess, because we're not really worried about getting the mutation inhibitor this time. More experience would be very good, too. Disinfect. It's either body armor or disinfect. Disinfect is just so good, isn't it? Like, is it just me, or is Disinfect, like, super OP? Like, the moment you get a disease city down to 0 again, they cannot be reinfected. Like, that sounds so good to me. I mean, I can't really pass it up, right? It just sounds so goddamn good. Okay, we'll go with that one here. We got 20,000. Do we quarantine Mexico City or Marrakesh? It's one or the other. Actually, we might have to quarantine you down here. You worry me a lot more. So, diplomat, handle a quarantine. I wanted another building, though. You know what? I want another building. I want more money coming in. So, let's go over to... Let's go to Mexico City, establish an office right over here.
Operation complete.
And this will make it so that next turn, if we want, we could hire somebody else. And I think we probably will pick somebody else up. Alright, so now Monica, you're the risky one again. Do I risk it again, or should I send you to get some rest? We are infection level of 7. Oh, that's really high. Alrighty, dude. I think with Hans, we have to make sure this doesn't jump to Australia. These two here worry me. But the thing is, Monica's already hurt. She takes 1 more damage and she's dead. Let's come over here. We'll do this with Hans.
No problem.
No damage, alright. So we've contained it here momentarily. And here's the wild card now. Do we send Monica to try to heal Marrakesh, or do we send her to heal? Because otherwise, Marrakesh is going to probably infect Madrid. I mean, with any luck, maybe it infects Cairo, and then we could kind of still contain it down here, but then we'd have to drop quarantines there for sure. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do here. I've already risked her twice, I want to say. This will be the 3rd time. 3rd time's a charm for the kill, I don't know. Alrighty, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Come on, Monica. Oh my god, Monica pulled through. Oh, thank god. Alrighty. We're looking pretty good now. A little bit of decent RNG on our side. Let's end our turn. Okay, now we have enough for a third, or actually a fourth operative. And we're actually very close to maxing out our offices too. The infection level is at... Is that 8? Yeah, it's 8. Okay. We have to rest Monica at some point though. I mean, we can't keep risking her this way. So what I think we do is, let's go over to team. What do we want at this point? Do we get another medic and then get the scientist after we unlock the scientist skill tree? We need this one here for the scientist, right? So we'd have to wait 8 days roughly, along with 3. We'd have to wait 11 days to start looking for a cure. Then again, we could also get some more engineers to kind of speed this up, I guess. But an operative would be very cool too. You know what? Let's just pick up the security person now. I wanted to go with another medic, but you would be very helpful for the quarantines, and we have to drop quarantines at some point. So we'll pick up Teresa again. Okay. Now, 10,000. 10,000. No quarantines available for us right now. But honestly, I don't think we need quarantines. You're at 0, you're at 0. You're the really big risk here. Yeah, okay. And Mexico City's at 0 too. Okay, we're fine. We actually don't need quarantines this turn. So, what do we need? I'm gonna give Monica that rest finally. Monica, go to Berlin, get some rest here. You've earned it. 3 times she went in there and survived, so I'm actually quite proud of Monica Madsen. Apparently she's the sister of Michael Madsen, you know, the guy from Kill Bill and Reservoir Dogs. Michael Madsen's actually a really good actor. I like that guy. He's always has like really low-key roles though, you know, nothing really major, but just very cool low-key roles in that guy. Alrighty, so now let's get you guys to work. Let's start off by going, Dakar is just very out of control, so we have to send Hans over here. You might take damage, and you did, but I think it was worth it. Took it down to 0 again, very cool. And that actually dropped our infection rate quite well. Now we'll send Diplomat. Actually, can the Diplomat set up an office right now? Yes, he can. Do the last one. We have 40,000 a day, very cool. And then finally, we'll use the operative to relax, maybe Santiago, I'm gonna say. And it was either between Santiago, you took damage? Yeah, you did. It was either between Santiago or Brasilia because they could also jump down to Buenos Aires, in Argentina, and then jump over to Australia, which would be no good. So we do have to kind of contain this now. End our turn. 40,000, alrighty, cool. Now with 40,000, I think we start looking at higher, like engineers or techs. Food shortage in Brasilia. So we could do humanitarian aid, which would be a medium risk. We gotta do it though, right? Situation under control? Very cool. Can't have that jumping up to like level 3 in one fell swoop. Infection level is at 6. Okay, that's not too bad, although we do have to rest Hans for the next one. So Hans, let's bring your ass over to Berlin as well. Go ahead and use the same area that Monica chilled at. I've heard good things about it. There you go. Alrighty, so 40,000, 40,000. Let's go to tech here. Can't hire anybody just yet. Okay. Quarantines, though. Is it time for us to use quarantines? Maybe here, maybe here, maybe Mexico City. I think it just might be time. Let's take care of Mexico City first. Quarantine with Teresa.
We're done here.
Took no damage, excellent. And let's also quarantine Marrakesh.
Finished.
Cool. Okay, and now with Monica, we drop a heal. Where? Where do we drop this heal? Brasilia and Santiago are at level 1 again. Well, Brasilia is linked to Cape Town, so I think Santiago might be the better choice here.
Too close.
Although she did take damage, which is no good. Alrighty, now we end our turn. Pretoria got infected. Niamey's at level 2. And we're going back to Mogadishu. Alright. So Mogadishu... Actually, no, not you. You're at level 2. You worry me a bit more. We'll send Hans over here. He is healed up for that one. So advanced treatment.
No problem.
No damage. Excellent. All right. 50,000. Let's start doing... I think we need engineers, because after this we have to unlock this, and before we get this we have to go through that one. So I think we need a couple more engineers to like speed up the process here, don't we? So let's save our money and then try to go for engineers first. So at this rate... we could drop this quarantine here as well. If we drop a quarantine here, we have now contained it, right? Yeah, we have. Let's drop a quarantine here. I know I'm trying to save my money, but if we contain over here now, we should be fine going forward. You took no damage and you leveled up. Very cool. So now, the Prion whatever is actually contained because it cannot jump to Australia. It can't jump to Europe unless it goes through Khartoum. But then it still has to go to Cairo before it jumps over there. So I think we're fine. Okay, cool. 2 people left over. One of them needs to heal, though. So we'll go to London for this one, and we'll heal the operative here. Teresa could still go for one more turn because she has the body armor based on her class. So with her, we will go over to... I say we go to Kinshasa just because that's the one that has the risk of actually spreading the disease upwards. Because this is quarantine, that is quarantine. So this right here would be the only one that's kind of giving me a problem now. So... Come on, come on, come on! Yeah! Alright, cool. Infection level's at 5, and next turn we get to disinfect. Very good, alrighty, we're doing actually very great here. It looked kind of really fishy at first, but right now it's looking pretty good. Havana's a level 2. 75,000, so you know what that means, right? Pick up our tech guy, go to accelerated training now because we need to get to the extra operative so we get the scientists to start working on the cure, so we'll go with this one here. Although, you know what? I think I read as well that you don't need to actually research the cure to win. You could actually win by disinfecting the entire areas. Because now that we have disinfect, remember, if the city's infected and we drop it to 0, it cannot reinfect itself. So if it can't reinfect itself, it cannot spread the disease over to another country over, another city or whatever. So technically speaking, we don't need the scientists to beat the level, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to pick this up just for the hell of it at this point, but let's try to actually win, if we can, without finding the cure. Maybe we could just disinfect everything. Let's see if it works that way. I mean, I still want that extra operative, though, because 5 people as opposed to 4 is actually very useful. Alrighty, so Teresa, everybody could go this turn because 1 damage will not kill them, thankfully. So, let's see. My quarantines are still under control. Mexico, try to break through. We have to go to Havana. So let's go to Havana over here with Monica.
Operation is a success.
No damage, she leveled up. Very cool. And... yeah, you see, Havana no longer has the little red thing over it. Yeah, so I think we can actually win this way, too, just by disinfecting everything. No way! Alright, we'll keep an eye out for that one. I'm actually quite curious about winning this way now. Let's see. And what's left here? What is left? We have Teresa, Diplomat, and Hans Schroeder. Well, let's go to Niamey. Niamey? No, Niamey. Niamey. It's like Miami, but not. It's Niamey. I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that, but it's okay. Let's go to advanced treatment. Diplomat over here.
Operation complete.
Yeah, see, it's gone now. Guys, I think we could just win by disinfecting everything. Holy shit. Alrighty, well, if that's the case, let's go over to Brasilia. Advanced treatment.
The work is finished.
Worked it. Wait, which one did you? Brasilia, yeah, it's now cleaned. Okay, and now we go with our boy down to Cape Town. Advanced treatment.
Barely made it.
He took damage, though. But, as you can see now, we have quarantined Mexico City and Santiago, so technically speaking, as long as we cure or quarantine these bad boys, North America, Central America, Mexico, and South America are just about cool as long as we also quarantine Santiago. And then all we really have to worry about is Africa. Oh, no way, that's actually pretty cool. It's in our turn here. Alright. Things are looking pretty good unless they suddenly go off the wall here. Oh, Mogadishu, Mexico, you stop it, Mexico. Alright. Let's see here. One more day until we get this one here. We have 55,000, which is not enough to hire anybody else. Another engineer would have been cool, but no can do. Mexico. So can I just treat this one here? There's no infection active, oh, so I can't treat you unless you're active. Because the disease is still there, we have to let it go to level 1 and then cure it before it clears it up completely. I getcha. Well, just to be on the safe side though, let me quarantine first, just because, if it gives me 2 levels, like maybe like go up a level here and then jump to Los Angeles, then we have an issue. So we definitely have to make sure it doesn't go up anymore. And if it does go up one more time, then we could go and heal it and disinfect it completely. So that's my goal here on that one. Now, Hans, let's play on the side of caution because we're doing so well, and let's just treat Hans up here in London.
Done and done.
Okay. Diplomat and Monica left over. So, let's go down here with Monica.
All too easy.
You're cleared now. And Kachasa with you.
Ouch.
No, he took... This guy said, ouch. Not normally the type of pain you would, I think somebody would make if they got like, oh, I wonder, what actually do you think goes through the game? Like, what's the scenario? They go into a city to try to heal something, right? And they get hurt. What happens there? Is it like people are being too crazy in the area you're distributing the cure? Or not the cure, but you're treating people at? Because we don't have a cure just yet. But they go out there, they try to treat the disease, and they get hurt sometimes. What do you think happens? Like, if people are just so crazy? I would imagine an operation like this would kind of like, you know, have a bunch of checkpoints and a bunch of like military people and personnel. Like a bunch of like, you know, safety checkpoints, right? Although when you think about it, with The Last of Us, didn't they also have that with The Last of Us and it didn't really contain the shit? It kind of went everywhere. I think that's what happened with The Last of Us anyway. I haven't played it in a long time, but... Alrighty, so we're done here. Infection levels at 1. Let's end our turn. Mexico City, you stop it now. Uh-oh. Mogadishu and Dakar. Mogadishu and Dakar. Now the problem is with the quarantine ones, I cannot like cure them now. Like I could cure Mogadishu and Dakar this turn around and get them completely disinfected, but now we're stuck with Marrakesh, Mexico City, and Santiago, who they have to kind of go up to level 1 before I can disinfect them too. What a pain in the ass that is, huh? I gotta wait for you guys to get infected again. I wonder how that works with the people. We'll take care of you, but we have to get you guys infected first before we actually cure you for good. Alrighty, well I think we're out of time here for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a like. We'll come back next episode to wrap this up, and then we just kind of wait for some more content down the line. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. Thanks for all the support thus far, and stick around for the next episode, which should be the last one. I will catch you next time.